Good morning and welcome, friends, on this beautiful Sunday morning, and Happy New Year. Normally, at this time, we'd be having our distribution of the watchwords and a New Year's service, but given the nature of the pandemic at this point and our ability to gather in person, I've decided to adapt our New Year's service into this Sunday morning devotional. Today, I've adapted our service to include some of our reflections on the new year, as well as some content created by the late Archbishop Emeritus of Cape Town, Desmond Tutu, who died this past week. Desmond Tutu and his spirituality have had a profound impact on my own thinking, and I wanted to share some of that work with you through the form of a prayer and a video that features some of his work. So we'll be sharing that this morning, as well as a hymn by the Soweto Gospel Choir. Also, we'll have a traditional Rio Terrace church prayer for the new year and sing Arise, Your Light Is Come. So I invite you to enjoy this moment, to sit quietly and contemplatively as you engage with this devotional. Afterwards, you're invited to join the Sunday morning Zoom Fellowship Hour at rioterracechurch.org/live.
We raise our hands and we say, we will be free! All of us!
When you thought, say, of a thing like apartheid, and you saw so many who seemed to be supporting the racist policies of the former government in South Africa, and you say, how are we going to change? Well, I always say to people, remember, the sea is actually made up of drops of water. That what you do where you are is of significance. It may just be that your act of courage encourages someone else who was slightly more apprehensive.
If you think you can stop us from becoming free, you are going to be stampeded. For until blacks are free, no one in this country is going to be free.
He was in New York City this morning when he heard the news that he had won the Nobel Peace Prize.
This award is saying that it recognizes that we in the South African Council of Churches are those who stand between South Africa and catastrophe.
I held on to non-violence in very large measure, I think, for strategic reasons. If we went the way of the armed struggle, that we probably would not stand too much of a chance against a government that was armed to the teeth. I did get to the point of saying, I am not a pacifist, but that I was a peace lover and a peace advocate.
Because of the conflict of the past, no matter on which side we stood, we all stand in need of healing.
The truth shocks. The truth traumatizes. And it's not easy. It's never easy to forgive. It's never easy to be reconciled. It's not cheap. It cost God the death of his son.
I could say I have the right to retribution. When I forgive, I say I jettison that right and I open the door of opportunity to you to make a new beginning.
When you show compassion, when you show caring, when you show love to others, do things for others in a wonderful way, you have a deep joy that you can get in no other way. You suddenly feel a warm glow in your heart, because you have, in fact, wiped the tears from the eyes of another.
He loved. He laughed. He cried. He was forgiven. He forgave.
The new year is a time of renewal. At this time, normally we think of resolutions and we contemplate new ways of being for us to perceive our role and our experience of this new year. As we think about the words of Desmond Tutu and the prayers that he offers, the witness of his life's work and his way of being in the world, I hope that it will be an inspiration for us as we think about how we can recommit, how we can covenant to leading with grace and humility, to being people of compassion and love in all of our lives. And so we offer this traditional prayer that we celebrate at the new year with Rio Terrace Church, a prayer for our new year. A new year is here. We seek you, Jesus. Let us follow our star, the star that leads to new ways of being church, the star that reveals how dreams may become reality, the star that leads to seeing needs and meeting those needs, the star that begins with the birth of Jesus, the star that leads to the new time of God's love and peace. Open our eyes and minds, our ears and hearts, to your presence among us in infancy's wonder, in childhood's growth, in youthful searching, and in adulthood's stature. Guide our seeking, that it may lead to wisdom's source and path. A new year is here. Let us follow our star. Amen. We sing now the hymn, O Ancient Love.
O ancient love, processing through the ages, O hidden love, revealed in human form, O promised love, the dream of seasons united love, concealed in infant meekness, oh, living love within our hearts be born. Oh, living love within our hearts be born.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Oh, let it shine. Let it shine.
Oh, Mlela, Matanja. Oh, Mlilo, oh, Mlela, oh, Mlilo, oh, Mlilo, Oh, glory, you must be sure you need him now. Oh, sure you need him now. You must be sure you need him now. Oh, glory, if ever needed the Lord before, you must be sure you need him now. We need him every day and every hour. Oh, glory, if ever needed the Lord before, you must be sure you need him now. Oh, sure you need him now. You must be sure you need him now. Oh, glory, if never needed the Lord before, you must be sure you need him now. We need him every day and every hour.
We need him in the morning. We need him in the day. We need him in the evening. Oh yeah, and when my heart's too much, we need him in the morning. We need him in the day. We need him in the evening. Oh yeah, and when my heart's oh glory, if you ever knew the Lord before, sure you need him now. Sure you need him now. Oh glory, if you